On my climb from silver to diamond, I learned a lot, but I also learned that I was wrong about a lot. So if you're trying to make your climb faster and smoother than mine, here are some of the beliefs and mentalities that were holding me back that can hopefully help you out. So first of all, I'm sure everyone can relate to games where they've been instantly tapped over and over. I have PTSD from a game when I first started playing in silver where someone just repeatedly sat me down over and over and over. I was losing my mind because I kept trying to challenge and I just repeatedly got dinked. At the time, my silver brain was thinking, well, I guess that's it. I guess I'm just ass. And it just left me stuck wondering, how the hell do people have such insane reaction times? How are people so good? I was pissed and hopped on the Kofium, but with experience comes wisdom. Because at the time, I wasn't using my brain whatsoever. I was kind of looking at the game like it was like COD, like you could just run in and do whatever you want. I didn't try to adapt, think about how or why. I just kept slamming my head against the wall, trying the same thing over and over and over. So what's the moral of the story here? When you don't adapt or use your head, you're basically handing over the win. To be fair, at the time I hadn't played a lot of FPS and I wasn't aware of a lot of the mechanics, but still, the point stands. Trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is a sure way to not only lose your mind, but your games too.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Which leads to the next belief I used to hold, that winning duels was just chalked up to raw aim and reaction time. Having a, oh, this guy's just better type of mindset. Game sense is just as much a part of aim than the physical action of flicking itself. Being able to deduce where someone is through experiences from past games or taking an educated guess with the info you have on hand is just as important as being able to flick on someone's head. What I misinterpreted as insane reaction time and aim just turned out to be me getting punished for being predictable, paired with good crosshair placement. My point being, knowing where an opponent is or where they can be will increase your reaction time in a way and crosshair placement, which will help you win a lot more duels. Also, I used to put myself down and let others get to me. I mean, I still do a little bit, but I'm a lot more aware of it now. I thought high elo was just full of like gigabrain, cracked, naturally gifted players. And as you climb, you'll realize even in higher elos, people can still be kind of doo-doo. And everyone has their moments, myself included. At the end of the day, a Radiant or Immortal is just a human too. So when you make a mistake, it's all good. As a wise man once said, even your favorite streamer tends bottom frags. At the end of the day, it doesn't take genius or insane talent to reach high rank. It takes willingness to self-critique and the dedication and time to build solid fundamentals and good instincts. Which leads to my next point. Don't hyper-focus on your rank. Focus on how you're playing and how you can improve game by game. Because sometimes you'll get unlucky, sometimes you'll go through slumps, and sometimes you just won't be feeling it. Your rank won't always reflect your true skill. Remember, at the end of the day, ELO is just a system made by people. It isn't perfect and it isn't a 100% accurate depiction of how good you are. It's a good ballpark estimate of your current performance, but not an end-all be-all. And this is something I was stuck on for a long time and still deal with, because being hard stuck gets to your head and makes you doubt your ability. For a very long time, I was so focused purely on my rank and would just play passive and try not to make any mistakes. My focus was misplaced on how can I not be blamed rather than how can I make a difference and win. I was binging other YouTube videos saying to climb, you need to play correctly, blah blah blah. And a lot of coaching content will tell you this. And while it's true on some levels, I feel that advice is too robotic and unintuitive to improvement. Especially at lower elos. Being too rational and trying to play too correctly all the time prevents you from feeling yourself and developing confidence. Confidence is key, and it's built by going crazy and performing well time and time again. The more experience you have performing well, the harder your confidence will be to shake, because you've already proven to yourself what you're capable of. If you never limit test, ego peak, and try to pop off, you'll never outright throw a game, but you'll never build the confidence needed to truly get good either. And yeah, there's a time and a place for everything. Playing correctly is and can be important, but don't fall for that mental trap just because you want the short-term ego stroke of some RR. Play to be better, play for the long haul. We aren't playing with money on the line like these VCT teams.
One of the things I love about you is you're like 2 for 11, no hesitation shooting a 60-footer. Nobody in the league does that. You have so much confidence in yourself, and within games like this, you turn it around like that. It's awesome, amazing. Wish I had your confidence.